Hello and welcome to the Easy Railcast. And this is not right. While I fix myself, let's hear how White's doing. Oh, hey, you're here.
Normally I don't do easy Railcast on my phone. Oh, let's see. Oh, cool! You put up our logo as our watermark. Cool.
Yep, sexy. Anyway, so while I was waiting for you, I was actually watching the first episode of the Upside Down show. So thankfully I got prepared.
Cool. Normally Drew doesn't prepare for anything, but luckily I'm glad he's prepared for this one.
Yeah. So the episode in question was the movies, and White disappeared.
I just had to switch to my my laptop so that it's much better that way. Okay. Hey guys, today we are eventually going to talk about the Upside Down show. And Drew just said that he just watched the first episode, which is actually the movie theater one.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, the show's hilarious.
Cool. Yeah, and basically, if you guys don't know, proof. Yep, there you go. If you guys are young, you probably don't remember the Upside Down show. My childhood, I remember this show because my childhood was pretty legit, and yeah, it was legit because of Lanky 1.5 and Upside Down show and blah 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 blah. Yeah, and so the Upside Down show is basically a show about two Australian dudes, David and Shane. They basically, like, David has the remote and he lets you, the guys, the viewers, to press the remote at a specific time. So like the first episode, they did a movie theater episode in which it was shot entirely in Australia. It's an American Australian kids show. So
yeah,
it was on Nick Jr. Back in my day, and I watched it. The first Upside Down show episode I watched was the Art Museum. And fun fact, the Art Museum inspired I think it inspired the online game they made back a while ago. The game called the Schmancy Smash Up game. And it was that game I used to play online a lot growing up. That one was like my go-to online game, and it was very cool, but apparently recently that game doesn't work anymore. So, yeah, maybe one of the days they can probably fix it one day, or maybe the network can fix it one day. And so, yeah.
Remote pay. I wonder what this button does. Huh. Hey, White, I don't know what this remote did. What? Oh, he's muted. Okay, I fixed that.
I think Drew pulled the Upside Down show on me. Pulled a Upside Down show on me.
Yeah.
Is that your phone or your remote?
Remote.
Remote? Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing some more research on this right now. So anyways, the Upside Down show is basically so great. All their episodes are on their own YouTube channel, the Umbilical Brothers, and basically those two guys are the Upside Down show stars David and Shane, basically. So those two guys come from Australian comedy. Basically, what they do is that they perform their acts with sound effects made using their lips and their mouth. So, like, yeah, it's very cool. I've watched some of their interviews about where they came from and how did they get their start and how they become what they are right now. And so, yeah, basically they have done a few other shows before Upside Down show. They did Umbilical TV, which was kind of pre Upside Down show, and they did one. They also did one for Disney called The Book of Once Upon a Time, I guess. So, yeah, David and Shane traveled to Missouri and Alabama.
All right. Utah.
Yep.
Let's not forget Utah. That's right.
Yeah, mostly the live show tours they go on are basically not for kids. They're usually like more mature stuff. So yeah, but the Upside Down show is like just as funny as their adult mature thing. But the show like does have some surreal humor in it. And so honestly, my favorite episode probably is probably I don't know. I like all of them. All of them are my favorites. So how about you, Drew?
Well, so far I'm watching movies, and I'm already liking movies. It's a pretty good episode.
Cool.
The beginning half is hilarious. Well, the whole show's just hilarious. You see, normally I shows that you like, talk to the audience like they're stupid, drive me crazy. But this is hilarious because it's actually fun because you just pretend you're holding a remote and you get to control what happens. Oh, that was the shift remote.
Cool.
Button.
Oh. Well, yeah. All right. So, anyways, what I like about the show is that it's very funny. It's got some surreal humor, and they've done some other live shows that are not like kid friendly, but like they had on this show, they did a lot of stuff that like whether the characters on the show are very like cool and interesting. Like Mrs. Foyle shows up like at random times, but does show up at a specific time when the art museum where she just shows up like to tell them what the art museum is. And like there's Puppet is just basically Puppet, and basically he has a very intimidating voice. And the Schmuzzies, David loves the Schmuzzies, but the Shane's not into this, not in a schmuzzy mood whenever they're here. And so
because they always have to rhyme.
Yeah, they can be intimidating, but like they speak in schmuzzy. There's a new language on that show. Schmuzzy is a language that exists on that show, and while they're still making that sounds with their lips, and yeah, it's very cool. And they do what I liked about like the camping episode at one point when they went to the snoring room when they were expecting to have beds, but there were no beds, but turned out to be a snoring room where the snorer just basically snores. And they're like, could you please press the get out of here button? And David did that Schwarzenegger impression. I thought it was so funny. Like, could you please press the get out of here button? And so, yeah. I wonder if White's going to ask Drew to put David and Shane for season 4. I'll have to make I'll have to find a way to find plushies of Shane and David, or make Funkos of them, make Funko figures of them for the Upside Down show, and maybe he can use them for season 4. Maybe Timon and Pumbaa should show up in this season of Drew Thomas and Friends, or the next season. I think the next season, the next season, Drew, the multiverse should just be opened where other copyrighted characters can come by except Mario, because YouTube, because Nintendo is not allowed on YouTube anymore because of I think SML is gone. Okay, now why don't we talk about some fun facts that I recently learned from this site called tvtroops.org, which is a site where they go all out. That site goes all out on the behind the scenes stuff with the trivia, and tells us about some TV references, like movie references from shows. And so so
okie dokie, I'm pressing the play button.
Yep. All right. Okay, where did Drew go?
That was the remove button. Whoops, that wasn't play.
Okay, Drew's pulling some upside down tricks on me. I don't know. Okay. Along with their main roles, David and Shane play a variety of imaginary characters. They also do this thing called action fingers, in which so I think David does let's see. David does keep forgetting Pointy. David does Pointy, and Shane does Knuckles. Not to be confused with Knuckles from Sonic. I don't know why they went with that name. I think they should have gone with Shane should have gone with something that doesn't remind us of anything Sonic related.
Andy?
So yeah. And Fido the Fly. I forgot to mention. Fido the Fly is that character that Shane does. That sounds like a fly exactly. And so the actually that's the middle finger.
Middle finger.
The middle finger. The Fido the Fly basically a character. Imagine a character played by Shane. He goes. Basically, can't understand what they're saying, but Shane always saves us by telling us what Fido was actually saying. If there was, I imagine this right now, if there was an animated version of Upside Down Show, we got to actually see those characters, like literally actually see Fido the Fly, actually see imaginary stuff animated into something cool. And so, yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. What could have been? Now we've come to the future. What could have happened with the Upside Down Show? Basically, Upside Down Show. Actually, let me pull this up right now. BRB.
Why don't we hit the fast forward button?
Upside Down Show did get a DVD release. Pretty much, some of these DVDs I have are basically like, let's see, DVD video only, DVD recording. Wait, no, DVD for. Looking at a DVD format as well, disc format as well. So basically, this one they basically released TV shows on DVD, like they did the same thing with Ridiculousness and Bob's Burgers. Basically, if this company right here what's this? There you go. That looks better. Basically, if this company has released, they released like a lot of kids shows and MTV shows, like yeah. Whenever you see those things, these DVDs like this that have this are very hard to find. Basically, you can't find them in stores. You would just have to find these on Amazon. So, yeah. So basically, if this company has done it, this is the one I actually got for Christmas because the Umbilical Brothers. Because this was part of my legit childhood.
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, we were actually supposed to talk about this 3 weeks ago, but everything got chaotic during all of Drew's streams. But like, yeah.
We're back and we're talking about it.
We just finally talked about it and like, yeah. And
I get my camera upside down, but it will be impossible. In fact, I'm just gonna try right now. Check what happens. It just puts things.
You went upside down, but basically the phone follows with it. Hey, have you heard of this new feature called like lock? I don't know, like lock rotation. Have you trying like locking your rotation?
I'll check that out. I'm gonna go check in settings. Okay.
Check in settings, like try locking your rotation on your phone. See if it does that. See if it doesn't. Let's see if it works. And see if it does make you upside down. Can you press the play button on your remote? That's the upside down button.
I shall press play. That was the stumble button.
Stumble button. Oh, you're doing the movie theater thing.
Yeah.
And also the remote. I think I saw a deviant art picture of it where the actual Upside Down Show remote and basically all the features that from all the episodes, like the stumble button, like the blast off button, the big red button, the flying button. It's the little button with wings, and like basically cool. Is very cool. Okay. All right. What I also like about the Upside Down Show is that these episodes also kind of it does have some foreshadowing in it. Whenever their openings are basically like David and Shane in front of nothing but a white screen, and so Drew has David introduces the remote in every single episode for people who have like not seen Upside Down Show, and basically he would like do pause, rewind, slow mo. I guess slow mo is his favorite button, and then play and mute and whatever. And so it was it's very cool. And like, it's like, let's see, this is what we need for the reboot of Upside Down Show. I have a couple of American bros named Drew and Wyatt. Honestly,
Okay,
I kind of
that
do see
that
I
can
kind of do
happen.
see that happening, kind of.
Yeah,
But
because I
very
mean,
cool. And yeah,
we're pretty good friends. We never fought, and well, we're just great friends. We just have our own Upside Down Show reboots.
fast forward.
And not to mention that, we would just do the same adventures, and well, we'd be like the new David and Shane and all that other stuff, and yeah.
Play. Okay. All right.
Anyway,
Ooh.
so
Guess what button this is? Well, I think what was it? Sometimes I am not good. Sometimes I am not good with coming up with this.
button.
Petunia, what's up? Petunia does not talk, but oh, I wonder what this button does. That was the wiggle button. Oh, I think I just made Drew disappear.
Actually, that was the die and come back to life button.
Oh, I found it. I found it. The jump on your bed button.
Ow.
Oh, that's what I need. Oh, that's what I need. The deep note button. I gotta.
Here we are, just doing our own little upside down stream.
Yeah, okay. The Umbilical Brothers they also have a TikTok. So if you want to keep up with what they're up to, follow them on TikTok as well. And they post like clips of their live show tours and acts from their live shows and upside down show clips, because their TikTok's basically upside_down_show. So yeah, that's because of their All right. Why don't we just have our little own upside down show? While Drew's like figuring out, looking for something, I can show you the remote. Those cool things, like say you want something to freeze, you just hit the pause button. Oop, paused. If you want something to go backwards, you hit the rewind button. Paused. If you want something to go really, really fast, you hit the fast forward button. And when I hit the fast forward, they always speak like a high-pitched fast forward voice. So here we go.
Okay, so anyway, I also have big plans for my YouTube channel. I'm going to be making a sequel to President Halloween. This was
Well.
Oh. Wonder what this button does. Anything? Anything at all?
Button.
I think I'll try it again.
Oh wait,
what was that?
Retry. My hat.
What was that? What was
that?
that?
Was the hat off button.
What was that? Oh, it's the hit your hat off button. That's you want to try? Here. And like Drew and David like always like he like hands over the remote. Like basically I know it's like they're like, you got it?
Okay, that's right.
It's like, so just hit play. Oh, I think you hit the black screen button, even though it looks totally blue. Can you please hit the? No. Can you? Wait a minute. Was it the black screen? No, I think it was the off button. Oh, can you press the on button, please? Thank you.
I think you hit the remove from stream button. Can you hit the add back to stream button? Oh, good. You add them back. Thank you.
Now we can just hit play. Blue screen of death. Have you ever heard the red screen of death from the PS2 whenever you insert a game?
I actually mentioned that on my Scary Logos video.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which is my most popular video, making a third part.
Okay. Now we've come to the future. Like, what could have been? What could have happened to the Upside Down Show? Obviously, I told they got a DVD release by DVD video disc format. What could have happened to the Upside Down Show? Could have got. It only has one season. It did get canceled after one season, which is pretty sad because everybody loved the show. Everybody like when include me when we were kids, we used to love that show a lot. Let's get Easy Railcast up to 100 subscribers
Oh
today.
yeah, I forgot to tell you that's my new scrolly thingy. It's what makes my streams fancy. I forgot to turn that on. My bad. Well, here it is
Cool.
now. So yeah, now
Cool.
I can see it. It's what promotes my content and stuff. So yeah,
All right.
I hit the button on the remote that did it.
Now, what was I going to say? Okay, now here's what could have happened. What I found on here. In 2010, the creators finished a script for the Upside Down movie, a special episode that would finally act as a proper conclusion to the show. Nickelodeon Australia funded the script development, but the crew needed financial support from outside investors to start filming, which never happened. David even started an online petition to demonstrate public interest in the movie, but it didn't gain enough support, and the project has been in limbo ever since. The Umbilical Brothers have stated on Facebook that in the show's universe, the story doesn't end with Mini Golf, the last produced episode, but with the Upside Down movie. So there was a project in the works that was apparently that had a finished script, but Hudson thought there were like 4 or 5 seasons. No, it just had one season. And the conclusion to the Upside Down show is basically mini golf, but I just found out that the conclusion would have been the Upside Down movie. So, but basically that project didn't happen. But I'd still would love to see it. Like I totally pay tickets to. I take Drew. I pay 2 tickets to go see the Upside Down movie, and see David and Shane on the big screen. I still would have loved to see that movie, and yeah. Basically, I think the Upside Down show is also on Paramount Plus as well. So yeah,
I was about to really amount cuss.
Yeah, and so yeah, and the Upside Down show, the Upside Down movie, they would not cuss on that. It would be like G rated, basically. It would be either G or PG rated. Oh yeah, basically speaking of movie, Drew made some movies because guess what? I did just premiere my first Drew Thomas movie review, Thomas and the Haunted Amusement Park. Next up is a double feature review of both Thomas Express movies 1 and 2, and yeah, you're doing a third one. I'll mention that one in my video.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Basically, I did record that video on this webcam, not on my phone like I would, but you know, sometimes I switch to this to make videos on there, and then I would edit on my phone. I don't have an editing software on my computer, but you know, I took tickets to see the model from like which model from Hero of the Rails.
Okay, so Hero of the Rails from Thomas and Friends, the movie. Let me just pull out so you can see what I mean. Let me just look for it. It'll take some time. So, you know, I wish there was a fast forward on so I could just go straight to it. Damn, I can't find it. But well, Hero of the Rails was the first ever CGI Thomas movie, but it was originally going to be made with the models, like with the toy models. And however, then they decided to just, ditch the models and go completely CGI, and they gave Thomas his very own voice, which in the US dub he was voiced by Martin Sherman, in the UK dub Ben Small.
Okay. And so yeah, more about Upside Down show is that depending on what topic this episode is about, basically one of my favorite rooms they've ever visited, I think might have been, I don't know, probably the music room from the marching band one. And basically they're in the musical room. It's like musical. They like whenever they sit on something, it's musical chairs. And everything they do, everything they touch, everything they do or move, music comes up. And so yeah, they make music. So everything can make music. So yeah.
Okay. This actually, I'm gonna touch this.
What was that? I think you just touched the table.
I hear music.
Copyrighted?
Music.
Can't hear. Okay.
Hard music.
Musical table.
Yes. It's not really a table. It's just a little TV thing that the TV sets on. There's the Upside Down show again. Huh?
Yep, Drew was just watching it as soon as I was coming on. Yeah. And guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have our own watermark up here.
Yeah.
Should have had easy Railcast as our watermark. I should have made a logo for that one.
Yeah. Joshua had it on a transparent background. He just simply cropped it out of the black background. So I guess maybe I could just go to a Power Director and snap a picture of the Easy Railcast logo and just put on a black background, then snap a screenshot of it if it's possible. Anyway, I might just do it with CapCut. Then I do remove.
Or you can come back and come back to this and take a screenshot of the Easy Railcast intro, and basically we move the black. Get an app called find an app that makes you that lets you make PNG photos, and basically, you can just remove that, or maybe I'll have to send it to you. I'll have to send the transparent Easy Railcast photo to you, Drew, and maybe we can use that as our watermark. Yeah. He bootlegged the Chicago of Northwestern.
Anyway, so
Okay.
The Upside Down show is like a mixture of loose glue.
Upside Down show is just basically its own show.
Yeah.
It's its own show. Yeah. You seen the Upside Down show on Netflix? Is it really on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix from other countries, is it? Yeah, it is. I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm telling you one thing.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to if the Upside Down show does make a movie, we should totally go see it. Like we just either you come down to Missouri or I come down to Utah, and we just go to our local theater and go see it.
My local theater, my go-to local theater is Megaplex. It's my go-to one. There's one in Thanksgiving Point in Utah, and there's one in the district in South Jordan, Utah. So Drew should come visit me one day, and we should definitely meet in person. We've been long distance friends for a couple years now.
Yeah, we should just meet each other in person someday. Maybe you could come to Six Flags if you're a big thrill ride person, that is, because I'm a big thrill ride person. I rode a lot of thrill rides.
Thrill rides are basically kind of not my type of thing, but the only one I know of is Lagoon. That kind of counts as a theme park, right? Theme park, yeah, I guess it is. Maybe we should do. I don't know.
There's the train at Six Flags.
My charger cable just puts that way because my laptop's just completely going crazy.
I do know that there's another popular YouTube channel called Oshitake Mushrooms that actually live in Utah.
Oh, cool.
They're a pretty popular channel, and they pretty much do little temper tantrum skits where it focuses on Kid Leland doing all sorts of crazy stuff, destroying stuff, cussing out his teacher, etc. And it's all skits, it's all fake. So yeah.
Dang.
Lots of people don't like it. Lots of people love it. Me, I used to watch it a lot, but I hardly watch it now. The classic ones though were hilarious though.
All right, guys. I think we should derail this Easy Railcast using the remote. And you guys in the chat want to do it? Put a number 1 if you guys want to press the derail button, derail the Easy Railcast button. Put a number 1 in the chat.
Yeah. Anyway, I think before we go, I might show my trailer for my 4th of July special because, gotta promote
it. Okay, Hudson wants us to do all the Easy Railcast, but before we do, one more time for the trailer of the 4th of July one.
All right. Roll it!
Coming soon to YouTube.
second trailer, but well, oh well. Trailer's a trailer, no matter what.
Yeah.
Now let's be real.
Hudson typed number 1, so it looks like you want to see it. Here you go, Hudson. All right. Now just hit the derail the easy railcast button. Derail the railcast button. But
all right, goodbye everybody.
All right. Bye guys.
And sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.